Spyder by Joshua Boholst. Peering down from a chandelier high up on a ceiling in Buckingham Palace was a spider. His name was Spyder, and he was 70 years old. Spyder had lived on this giant light his whole life because none of the maids could reach him with their dusters. Over his lifetime he'd seen many things, including all of the Queen's reign. The best thing about Spyder is that he knew lots of things that nobody else knew about the Queen. He knew what conditioner she wore. He even knew her Wi-Fi code. Even though Spyder knew so much, he was curious to find out more. He'd spent 70 years on the world's most sparkly light, but his life felt dull. All he wanted to do was party. Today was the day for a change. Patiently, he waited for everybody to go to bed. Once the lights went out, Spyder spun a thread of silk down onto the Queen's crown. As he was creeping down, a light came on, and Spyder froze. He could hear footsteps. Slowly the Queen walked into the room and turned on the TV. He then could hear muffled munching. "Is the Queen eating popcorn?" questioned Spyder. Suddenly he was woken up by shouting and cheering. He'd woken up on the crown, but he was now on the Queen's head and on the streets partying. As he stood up on his 8 unsteady, sleepy legs, he realised what was happening. He was at the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. Every Spyder knew that no monarch had reigned for so long, and he was the first Spyder to celebrate it. Spyder didn't waste any time. Firstly, he climbed out of the crown, made sure nobody was looking, and leapt to try and get on some party food. With a soft landing, Spyder wasn't hurt. Even though he was a spider, he loved cheese. Without thinking, he started gobbling down as much cheese as he could. But with only a small mouth, he was there until the party was over. Out of nowhere, Spyder got a whiff of a familiar scent. It was the Queen's conditioner. With his tummy full, he followed the smell and climbed back onto the Queen's crown. When back at the palace, Spyder returned to his chandelier, and with his remaining energy, he spun a web which read, "Happy 70th Jubilee." When the Queen spotted this, she felt happy, even though she didn't know who was responsible. Spyder was so happy that he'd been to a party, and he knew he'd stay there for the rest of his life.